Hello students, in our previous video we have discussed the three factors of production, that is land, labor and capital. Now in this video I am going to start with the topic sale of surplus farm products. Surplus is an amount of something left over when requirements have been met. It is an excess of production or supply. If we talk about the small farmers of Palampur, whatever total production they have, from that they keep a substantial share for their own family needs. So they have little surplus wheat to sell in the market, and sometimes they don't even have surplus to sell. So it is the medium and large farmers who supply wheat to the market and generate extra income. Now whatever extra income they generate, most of the money they put in the bank account and later use that money to give loans to the small farmers at a high interest rate to gain more income. A part of the earnings is saved and kept for buying capital for the next season. Some farmers might also use the savings to buy cattle, trucks, or to set up shops and are able to earn more and more. With this, we can conclude that small farmers who are already poor become poorer, and medium and large farmers who are already rich become richer. Now, we'll move towards the last topic of the chapter, that is the non-farm activities in Palampur. We have already seen that farming is the main production activity in Palampur. We shall now take a look at some of the non-farm production activities. Only 25% of the people working in Palampur are engaged in activities other than agriculture. So we'll start with our first non-farm activities, which is dairy. Dairy is a common activity in many families of Palampur. The people there rear milking animals like cows and buffaloes. These animals are fed various kinds of grass, jowar and bajra that grows during the rainy season. Dairy farming is a kind of business from where people earn extra money. So the people of Palampur sell milk in the nearby villages and towns and earn money. Second non-farm activity in Palampur is small-scale manufacturing. In large-scale industries, production takes place on a large scale, but Palampur is not a big industrial area. So people there set up small-scale manufacturing units and carry out production on a small scale. The people here produce goods at a small level, that is, they produce mostly at home or in the fields with the help of family laborers. Such manufacturing units are known as cottage industries and contribute significantly in the Indian economy. Here we can take the example of Mishri Lal, which is given in your textbook, who buys sugarcane from other farmers and processes it into jaggery, and then he sells the jaggery to traders at Shahpur, and in this whole process he makes a small profit. Next non-farm activity of Palampur is the shopkeeping. In rural areas, People have to go nearby towns to purchase the things of daily requirements. But because of the small shops in villages, now people don't have to go to the nearby towns for the daily essential items. The shopkeepers of Palampur buy various goods from wholesale markets in the cities and sell them in the village. A few of the families who live nearby bus stand have used a part of the space and opened small shops there to sell eatables. With this, we can conclude that when a wide range of items are sold in small general stores in the village, then the people don't have to depend much on the nearby towns. Here also we can take the example from your textbook where Karin found that a number of students from the village have to attend computer classes in the town. So he opened a computer class center there and employed 2 women of the village who had a degree in computer applications. Because of this, now the high school students don't have to go to the town and can attend computer classes in their own village. Fourth non-farm activity is transport, a fast developing sector. In the starting of the chapter, we have seen that there are variety of vehicles like rickshaw, jeep, tractor, truck, etc. on the road connecting Palampur to the nearby towns and villages. For example, a person making jaggery from sugarcane is able to transport the jaggery from one place to another with the help of vehicles. The people who drive the vehicles when ferry people and goods from one place to another, they are paid for it. So here they are able to earn income from the activity other than farming. Here also we can take the example of Kishore given in your textbook, who found difficult to meet his family's needs from the wages he received. So he took a loan from the bank under a government program and bought a buffalo. He now sells the buffalo's milk, and further he has attached a wooden cart to his buffalo to use it to transport various items. Now he is able to earn more than what he used to do earlier. So here we complete Economics chapter 1, the story of village Palampur.